Update 99.1, and the first thing they've done this week is change monuments. They've made them a bit more easier to run through without getting killed all the time. As you can see here on the train yard, that there's a new building over in the distance, and there's more obstacles down on the ground, so you won't get sniped from this water tower or on top of that roof all the time. He's also changed the water treatment plant to do the same. So yeah, just it makes it a bit more easier to get through, get all your loot without getting shot all the time. And he has been working on the sewers as well, for textures and stuff, but I don't think that's been put in the game yet. They fixed two issues with explosive ammunition this week. The first issue was it was doing double damage to double doors. And the next thing is that they wasn't doing splash damage to the surrounding objects where the bullet directly hit. So that's that. This week they've changed how rocks spawn in. They spawn in a lot closer together now, and they spawn little rocks next to the big ones. Not really sure why they've done it, but that is one thing they've changed. That could make for a good hidden base if you decide to build in there. But if you do, just remember to wall off these rocks here so they can't jump up. There's a few other things I want to go over now. When you used to kill someone, their heads used to stretch, like for miles. It looked really weird. They fixed that. Icebergs in the procedural generated maps have now been put back in, so we could be seeing some iceberg bases. And they've done something else as well. What was it? Oh, they've retextured water again. Looks a bit more darker in the places where it should. Default map size has gone down to 9 kilometers squared rather than 16. Let me just see if that is true. Well, mine says 25 kilometers squared, and this is just a standard size, I think. But yeah, it does say on the dev blog that it has gone down to 9. So if you own a server, you may want to change some settings if you want a bigger map. Especially for a big server, 9 kilometers squared is too small. People will just be building off other people's bases if you've got a big server. Okay, if you go to the dev blog, and I'll put a full link in the description, you can see the changes they're working on with the coming XP system thing. One of the pictures they've provided this week is a tech tree. So you'd start level 1, which is not shown in the picture, so I'm not sure what you'd get. Can't really see level 2, but level 3 you would unlock a storage box. And you can see as it goes on, you would have to reach level 8 before you reach a large one. I'm not sure how you gain levels. It may just be by doing anything, and it contributes towards your entire level. I thought it was going to be leveling like from a specific thing. So if you wanted to unlock a new hatchet, you would have to use the say the stone one for X amount of experience to unlock it, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So you'd have to reach level 9 to get gunpowder, and the large water catchers, but don't really see many of them in game anymore for some reason. It says here you'd have to reach level 6 to get a building plan and a hammer. But before that you would unlock a candle hat. Like they did say that this is this will be changed, and this is just a rough idea. But I think waiting until level 6 to build a house is a bit restrictive. Anyway, and this is a new UI they're working on, which looks a lot nicer to use. I'm not entirely sure what this is, maybe some sort of developer tool section. Here's your craft queue down here. There's a description. Some of the descriptions are a bit off if you've actually sat down and read them. I think every like metal ore has the sulfur description. But yeah, that looks a lot nicer to use. And lastly, this is not to do with the experience system, locks. Like when you're running out of your door in a rush, and sometimes you want to shut your door, you accidentally hit the code lock and it unlocks it, then you have to shut the door and then lock it anyway. That's now changed. You have to hold use on it now to be able to unlock it or change the code or whatever you want to do. So yeah, that's good. Okay, well I'll leave it there for this week. Like on last week's dev blog, I thought that the XP system was coming out today, and I actually booked a day off work so I could get a head start, but that's not the case anymore. But it looks like it won't be anytime soon. It may be in another month from now on the next global wipe, because it wouldn't make sense to wipe it 2 weeks into a fresh wipe. So yeah, it's something to look forward to. Thank you for watching. Note if you like the video, and I'll see you next time.
Rust Update 99. The first thing they've added this week is the target. Now, it's not a default blueprint, I believe.